Before we dive deep into information literacy, we need to take a look at what exactly is information literacy. Information literacy is the ability to know when there is a need for information, to be able to identify, locate, evaluate, and effectively use that information for the issue or problem at hand. Information literate people have a plan. They define the problem or task, they lay out a plan, they evaluate the information that they found, they incorporate that information into their piece, and then finally, they reflect. The first step is to define the problem or task. We ask ourselves questions like, what information are you looking for and why? What will you use this information for? And who is your audience when you present this information? All of these questions help us as we move to step 2, which is to lay out a plan. So we need to figure out what specifically will you search for, what keywords will you use, and what sources will you use to figure this out. There are a multitude of options, including computer sources and books. Step 3 is to evaluate the information that we have found. So we ask ourselves questions like, what did we find? How is this information useful? And then, what pieces of this information are usable in our piece? Step 4 is to incorporate. So we want to take the information that we have found to be usable and incorporate it into our writing. The most important part of this step is remembering to properly cite our sources throughout our writing and at the end. After we've done the first 4 steps, then we need to reflect. When you're finished, meet with your peers and reflect and revise. Decide what you really like and what you might want to change. Use this to make your piece as best as it can be. Don't forget, to be information literate, we need to stick with the plan. Define the problem, lay out a plan, evaluate, incorporate, and reflect. Don't forget to cite your sources.
Created using Powtoon.